Now, it's not about what you do when you're working out. There's no magic exercise that can make something change. It's about how you do everything. So there's three key factors when doing any exercise, any body part, any exercise. And number one, your main focus should be your starting position. So some people, they'll sit and they'll start from the wrong position, therefore activating wrong muscles to get that movement going. And once you've got certain muscles activated within an exercise, then it's very hard to get them back onto the muscle that you were trying to use. For example, if you're going to start a fly, you should never start a fly from here, because straight away to move from here, your more stretched position, your front delts do the work. And what's the last thing you want working when you're training chest? Your front delts. If you've got a client who's complaining about their front delts during a chest workout, then you're doing something wrong. So starting position from there would mean you bring one in, you bring the other in, or you as the trainer help them pull it in, so there's no effort taken from there. They start from here. So number one, these three things throughout the week, I'll ask you to do. It matters how many reps you do correctly. You can do 5 reps correctly and get much more out of that than doing 10 reps half-assed, basically, you know. So this is the things I'm going to be just reminding people of. And when you're using it, just it's going to feel nice and smooth once it's done. But they put it first point. What's the first thing? Starting position, right? So either help them or get them to bring it out to there. Second one,
Chest up.
body position, right? So a lot of people, sometimes they say, don't arch your back. Bullshit. You can't isolate your chest unless your back is arched. Impossible.
Right. This.
A lot of people say, don't arch your back, it's not safe. Of course it's safe. If you're planted against a bench here, you've got to arch your back to get your chest up, and that way then your body position is correct. Second thing is, instead of being slightly like this, where my shoulders can activate, I'm just slightly like that. It's only a slight thing, but just moving the hand slightly like this, my shoulders are off. Now my shoulders are on. So switch the shoulders off, elevate the chest, then you're going to fly. And again, from here now, your first movement is little fingers in. So all your direction is coming from little fingers first. As soon as you allow the big fingers, then the shoulders are activated, right? So we're going to do 10 reps like this, where we come in. Then we're going to change the grip like this. We're going to bring it close to the body, not out here, because when you want to contract your chest, your biceps have to be as close to the chest as possible. If I'm out here, where's my biceps? Nowhere near my chest, right? If I'm here, now I got full contraction on my chest. So whenever you're training chest, biceps, the closest to the chest they are, the more contraction you're going to get on that muscle. Bench pressing is not a great exercise. Starting position.
Close.
Out. Yes. Body position. So a lot of the time with clients, they can't help but bring the shoulders into it a little bit. I literally manhandle them. I push their shoulders down. Sometimes I'll put my hand in the back here and I'll make them push, and I'll push down like this. Now they can't move, right? Once they get used to that, then I let them go. Now hands slightly in like this. Slight bend, get that bicep up under the chest there. There. So now we're on here, we're not on here. Okay, so now nice fly back. Okay, nice stretch, nice and slow. And then you're going to come in, you're going to scoop under with the little finger. Yes. See, straight away his chest look twice as big. You can see when a client is doing something right and when they're doing it wrong, instantly the muscle will look different. Now, the other thing, just slightly, if you're doing a fly, do a fly. If you're going to do a fly sort of mixed with a press, then do that. But make sure you're doing it what you're meant to do. So for a fly now, we got this slight bend. You'll come out
Both the sides.
there. So we don't allow this angle to change.
Okay.
If you're doing a fly, make sure it's a fly. If you're going to do a fly press, it's a very nice exercise. Do that. But if you're doing a fly, make sure you're not doing that. Get me? It makes a big difference in the technique. Again, shoulders down here. That's it. Up here a little bit. Shoulders down. From here. That's it. There. Now go again. Out. Lead with those little fingers. Lovely. Perfect. This is now. It's all on the chest. Nothing in the shoulders at all.
No.
Try not to bend more as you go back. Go back. It's hurting already, right?
Yeah.
Squeeze. Shoulders down. That's it. That's it. Back, 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 back. So see now when you went back, you bent those elbows. When you fly in, allow it to go out.
Ouch. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And then in, like this. Again, shoulders down. Go again. If you need to hold your client's shoulders the whole time, then you go behind them and you go like this. Pin them down. Like say, I manhandle my clients. As long as they're cool with it, it's one of the best ways. Try and keep them up as well, up and in line. Go. That's it. Just imagine you're on like a pec deck machine. That's it. Give me one more like this. In. Lovely. Now we're going to turn. That's it. Now we're going to go like this. Again, now think biceps to chest. So we're going to scoop under and get that bicep into the chest. Squeeze. Yes, lovely there. Good. Squeeze. Good. Burn in.
Yeah.
Squeeze. Good. Excellent. And again. Now I'm not helping him. I'm just guiding his hands in the right plane of movement, basically, because what happens is everybody starts to come up like this, you know. So we just use this to guide there, and then push and squeeze. We're going to do two more. And push and squeeze. Good. And again, one more. Push and squeeze. Lovely. And then as a trainer, I often just take one like this so they can go with the other one. Now, as far as you can go without locking the elbows, without overstretching, basically. So, wrong, you're losing 10, 20%, 30%, 40% of the benefits. So out of that 10 reps, they got 20, 30% benefit. As a trainer, you should be making sure your client gets 100% or as close to 100% as possible, because especially when it starts to burn, every client will drop the chest or do something, cheat a little bit because it's hurting. Other than that odd one rep, which you instantly correct, your client should be getting 90 to 100% out of those 10 reps, not 30% like everybody usually is. All these things matter. No locking out the elbows. The only exercise we ever lock our elbows out on is triceps. Other than that, we don't lock our elbows for shoulder press. We don't lock our elbows for biceps. We don't lock our elbows for chest press. We don't lock our elbows for back. Nothing. The only thing we lock our elbows out for where the joint is locked is triceps. No other body part. Right, next, it's in this area for women. They don't need this area. They need this part. So for girls, like I say, never avoid chest. And if you're going to do chest, those exercises are the best. Never ever avoid any muscle group, because you've got to balance everything. Everything's got to, you're not working. You're working, you're not working. 50% is gone. So then if you make a mistake then of locking the elbows or dropping the chest or anything like that, then another 10, 20, 30% is gone. Relax and power. Push. Further back. Okay, I'll check them later. I'll check everything. That's it. Try not to do that, because by doing that, you rest at the top. Yeah. Yes. 1, 2, and push.
Too low.
What did you do then? You did so you power up, use explosive movement up, and then you slowly go down, because you're using different muscle fibers. Fast twitch fibers and slow twitch fibers. Now relax, completely relax, 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 relax. Now power. Good. Push. Now before you go power, make sure your chest goes up, then you power. Right? Down on the way down. Slow, slow, slow. Now relax. Let everything relax. Relax, relax. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Right. Now chest up. Power. Yeah. Chest up, then go. There. Chest up. Power. Lovely stuff. This is better. This is better. Good. Relax at the bottom. Relax. Yes. Very nice. Relax. Now, what you do, I'll do to you is what you should do to the client, right? As they're going back down, I put a bit of extra tension on that. You've got to fight me a little bit though. Go down and relax. 1, 2. Relax, 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 relax. Right, now chest up. Now power. Push. Right, now on the way down now, negative. Fight me a little bit. Tension, 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 tension. Now relax. Good. 1, 2. Push up. Good. Tension, tension. This adds more work. Good. 1, 2. Back up. Good. Make sure you relax at the bottom. You've got to let that tension come off the muscle so that it has to fire again. Ready? 1, 2. Relax. Breathe out. Relax. Good. 1, 2. Go. Yes. Down, 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 down. 1, 2. Relax. Push. Good. Down. Let me push you. Fight me. Fight me a little bit. Not too much. Stop. Push. One more. Fight me a little bit. Okay, now give me pulses to my hand. 1. Good. 2. Good. 3. Good. Come on. 4. Good. And again. 5. Last 5. 5. Good. 4, good. 3, good. 2, good. One more. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Do the first set. You're going to come up, partial rep, back down. Up, partial, just normal. You're not going to stop at the bottom. Partial at the top, down. Right, that's your first set, 10 reps. Decent weight. Be stimulated, and that's your biggest job. Unless somebody is actually into fitness, actually likes it before they start with you, your biggest job is keeping them mentally engaged. And that's by, like, say, getting them results. Now, if you give somebody a diet plan, no matter how good the diet plan is, it takes time. In between that time, they need to be reaching other kinds of goals. Like I say, it might be a flexibility test, it might be